The wizarding world has always been a topic of debate, discussion and speculation, since the stories and lores associated with it are endless, and J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series gave us even a wider picture through its pages and immersive reading experience. But this year, Warner Brothers may take it even up by a notch by releasing Hogwarts Legacy on holiday 2022. I checked out the trailer very recently and nevertheless, it got me excited to see so many spells, creatures, friends and foes all under the same roof. But the question that still I cannot seem to move on from is, will we get Quidditch? Like seriously, you can't have the wizarding world explode without mysteries, potions, Quidditch and a cold mug of frozen butterbeer. Right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Nevertheless, I went ahead and watched the gameplay even more closely and found out some clues, to be precise 6, which indicate of active presence of Quidditch in which we gamers can participate as players. So here are the 6 clues, check them out and share your thoughts about them in the comment section. With all that being said, let's dive in straight into today's video. Starting off with the first clue of our list, which you can notice, it's a very minute detail and you would miss out even within 0.5 seconds of blinking your eyes. It's actually a golden snitch in the Gryffindor common room to the left corner of the screen. If you just pause the frame and zoom in a little bit, if you are a crazy nerd like me, then you would do that. But nevertheless, this is the first clue, which first of all gives a nod to the Harry Potter series and also to the previous Harry Potter games, which also showcased similar golden snitch in itself. So maybe this is an Easter egg, or maybe this is an indication that Quidditch really exists and actively exists in the game. Clue number 2 shall be broom riding in the trailer as explained for transportation to different locations. Now, if you are a Potterhead just like me, then you already know the fact that transportation in the wizarding world has a variety of options. If you're crazy enough, you can even ride a freaking griffin. So the options are pretty enormous when you are getting into the wizarding world. It can even be a magical car like what the Weasleys had, or it can be even a teleportation phone booth. But why would the trailer itself specifically focus on broom riding? I guess that is why they are doing, because they are indicating that Quidditch is a part of the game and you can actively participate in it. So I guess that indicates, or that works as the second clue. Clue number 3 are a compilation of multiple scenes where students can be seen wearing Quidditch robes, or it seems like they are going for a practice session for their respective houses. Now, why would a student do that, or why would the game keep NPC characters as Quidditch players and not let the gamers themselves have the immersive experience of playing Quidditch, right? That would be a major flaw from the part of the game, and of course for maximum reception, Warner Bros. Would like to include it. So this is a very strong indication that somehow Quidditch should be actively present. Clue number 4 can be seen if you pause the screen on the circus tent theme, where 3 Quidditch hoops can be seen drawn on one of the canvases, which include a strong existence of Quidditch in the lore and order of the game. Clue number 5 can be spotted in the Hogsmeade village. If you pause the frame, or if you pause the video on the point where a whole shot of the Hogsmeade village is taken, you'll be able to see that there is a village sporting shop beside the 3 broomsticks and the potions shop. But I'm not very sure if whatever it is I am calling as 3 broomsticks, whether it will be that, because the story of this game takes place a long time before that of Harry Potter. So, you know, in due course of time, the name may have changed. I'm not very sure. But around all the establishments, there is a sporting shop, as you can see on the screen, or as you have seen. I don't know, during the editing section I'll manage it. But nevertheless, if there is a sporting shop, then which are the major games you can think of when you read about Harry Potter, or when you go into the Hogwarts lore and the wizarding world? Well, there aren't a lot of options for sports in the wizarding world, and Quidditch is probably the most famous one of them. So I guess that is also an Easter egg which points towards presence of Quidditch in the game. And the 6th and final clue can be spotted as itself a NPC as the Quidditch player, and also the hoops to the right hand corner of the screen. Now, if you pause the frame and if you look a little bit keenly, it looks like the NPC is going for a Quidditch practice or a match from the respective houses. Now, I'm not very sure because I'm not very familiar with the signs of all the 4 houses, but whatever it is, it's for sure confirmed that this scene has been taken from a cutscene where the player itself is seeing somebody or an NPC going into a practice, or they are standing in front of a Quidditch stadium or a practice house, something like that. So this is also a strong indication that Quidditch shall be present in the game. Now, if it is even present, then I think Warner Brothers and the game developers would play a small trick on us. The trick would be very simple, which I'm explaining of course in my final verdict of the video, that personally I don't think that the game will discard Quidditch from the system. Rather, they would take a different approach of making it available to the players after they have leveled up or acquired a certain level of XP. Now, this can also be used accordingly to the mechanics of the game, because there are a lot of things to level up. There are a lot of spells, there are a lot of skills, there are a lot of creatures you can carry with yourself, a lot of potions which you can carry, and you can strengthen up by gaining your XP. So I guess maybe riding will also be something like that, and as you start off by simple broom riding and you progress and get better in your training, then new skills will be unlocked, and among those skills, one shall be ability to play Quidditch for your house, which of course you will choose when you are starting the game for the first time, creating your character and letting the sorting hat choose you into a specific house. But whatever it is, seems like it will be an awesome experience for PlayStation owners. I hope my verdict was clear enough to you and it was worth your time. If that is the case, then don't forget to drop a like and hit the subscribe button to receive more awesome videos related to upcoming games. And with all that being said, I shall see you next time with something more exciting and awesome. Till that time, peace out.